You go quiet. One-word answers. Maybe your arms cross without you even deciding to do it. Maybe you just get up and leave the room. It looks like coldness. It isn't. It's your nervous system making a call, deciding in a split second that this conversation isn't safe. And then out comes the line you've used 100 times. I'm fine. Can we just drop it? If your jaw just tightened a little, reading that, you already know this isn't really about staying calm. Something in you recognized it. So stay with me for the next few minutes if you actually want the answer to the real question. Are you protecting yourself or running a script you never chose? This isn't a video calling you toxic. It's not another protect your peace pep talk either. This is about the exact moment your body decided that shutting down was the safest move you had, and why that one moment from years ago is still calling the shots today. To understand why you still do this, we have to go back to before you even had a name for it. Maybe there was a house where a raised voice meant the night was about to go sideways, so you learned to go quiet. You made yourself small, and small felt safe. Maybe it wasn't even the yelling. Maybe disagreement in your house never stayed small. A small comment turned into a big fight fast, so you learned the real danger wasn't the disagreement itself. It was speaking up at all, and maybe your house was quiet the whole time. No shouting, ever. But silence was the punishment. You said what you felt, and you got the cold shoulder for days. So you learned that defending yourself out loud didn't protect you. It just cost you more, so you stopped trying. None of these had to be big, dramatic moments. They didn't need a single event you can point to and say, that's where it started. Most of the time, it's not one night. It's 100 small ones, repeated until your body stopped asking questions and just started reacting. You weren't being dramatic. You were being a kid, doing the only math that made sense with the information you had. There's a name for this. It's called hypervigilance. Your nervous system scanning for danger before your thinking brain even wakes up. And before you start worrying that something is wrong with you, know this. Most people carry some version of it. You're not broken. You're not a rare case. This wasn't weakness. It was strategy. It kept you safe, in a specific room, at a specific age, when you had no other tools to work with. Your body found something that worked, and it held onto it. Here's the problem. Think of it like a smoke detector. It was set up in a house that used to catch fire. A lot. So it was built sensitive. Built to react fast, no questions asked. That made sense back then. But maybe you don't live in that house anymore. Maybe the fire stopped years ago. The detector doesn't know that. It's still calibrated for flames, so now it screams the second you make toast. A little tension in the room, a raised eyebrow, a pause in conversation. None of it is fire, but your body reacts like it is. This isn't just a theory. Psychologist John Gottman spent years studying how couples handle conflict, watching the small moments that predicted whether a relationship would last. He found something most people never expect. Going quiet, shutting down, checking out of a hard conversation. He called this stonewalling, and it turned out to be one of the strongest warning signs of a relationship falling apart. Here's the part that should catch you off guard. The partner who stayed calm, who kept the peace by going silent, wasn't the safe one in the story. In many cases, that silence caused more damage than the one who got loud, because a raised voice is at least a signal. It says something is wrong, right now, out loud. Silence gives the other person nothing to work with. No door to knock on, just a wall. So the thing you learn to do to protect the relationship, going quiet, might actually be the thing quietly ending it. Here's where it gets uncomfortable. People probably praise you for this. You're so calm. You never overreact. You're so easy to be around, and it feels good to hear that. It sounds like proof you're doing something right. But think about what that praise is actually rewarding. It's rewarding your absence. Every time you go quiet instead of speaking up, you're not showing people how you handle conflict. You're showing them how you avoid it. And there's a real cost to that. one nobody mentions when they're complimenting your calm. You never find out if the relationship could have survived a hard conversation. You never find out if the other person could have handled your anger, your hurt, your honest opinion. You never gave it the chance to prove that. So instead of a relationship that's actually strong, you get one that's just untested. It looks solid because nothing ever cracked it. But nothing ever cracked it because you made sure it never had to. That's not peace. That's an unanswered question, dressed up to look like one. This has a price, and you've probably felt it without naming it. That tired feeling that never fully goes away, even on easy days. The restlessness after a conversation that went fine, where nothing bad happened, but you still feel unsettled, like your body is waiting for a hit that never came. That's the toll of scanning for danger all the time. Even when nothing is wrong, your system is still working, still bracing. That takes energy. A lot of it. Now, let's be clear about something important. This isn't about people with real boundaries, protecting themselves from real mistreatment. If someone in your life is genuinely unsafe, disrespectful, or harmful, walking away from them isn't a trauma response. It's the correct one. Your instincts are doing exactly what they should. This is about something different. It's about the reflex that fires even when the room is safe, even when the person in front of you has never once given you a real reason to brace. That's the pattern worth looking at. Not the boundaries that protect you, but the walls that go up on their own, whether you need them or not. So what do you do with this? Start small. Next time you feel that pull to go quiet, try naming it instead of disappearing into it. Something as simple as, "I need a minute. This isn't me shutting you out." That one sentence does something huge. It keeps the door open instead of closing it. And once you start noticing this pattern, you'll see it everywhere. It's there when you go silent instead of responding to feedback at work. It's there when you ghost someone instead of ending things cleanly. Sometimes it's not even yours to begin with. It's something you picked up from a parent who did the exact same thing, passed down without either of you noticing. You were never toxic. You were just still defending a room you don't live in anymore. And if this video helped you see something in yourself today, subscribe. There's more of this waiting for you.